Pack your bags and grab your passport for a transatlantic trek across 2 continents. As we check out this trio of extreme RVs, first we go to Oregon to check out Marathon's 75-foot, one-of-a-kind, supersized Odyssey.
Marathon Coach specializes in custom, and up to date we've done over 1,200 of them.
Next stop, Germany, where Volkner Mobile is engineering some of the craziest RVs you'll ever see anywhere.
It's the only motorhome in the world who has the little car between the axles.
And finally, we double back to the golden state of California for a night of peaceful repose in the deluxe comfort of a lavishly restored and reimagined vintage Airstream Sovereign. You won't believe what these guys are doing to this 50-year-old classic.
When you think about Airstreams, you think about America. They've been around, they're timeless.
We're heading here and back again on this globe-trotting episode of Extreme RVs. The recreation vehicles of old were just that, vehicles designed for casual recreation. They came equipped with the base necessities to keep their occupants moderately comfortable while away from home. Well, that's about to change. Say hello to the Extreme RV. These first-class mobile mansions are the next step in an ever-evolving world of luxury on wheels. The father and son partnership at Hofmann Architecture is painstakingly restoring that timeless icon of American wanderlust, the Airstream.
Airstreams are the Rolls-Royce of travel trailers. No other trailer has transcended the realm of just the everyday travel trailer into this cultural icon. Not only have they been around for 80+ years, they're built like a rock. And every trailer that I see, that I come across, it has potential. It's not something that's so weathered and so torn down that you can't lift it back up. Every Airstream trailer has great bones.
Matthew and his father Wally have breathed new life into more than 40 vintage Airstreams to date. Completely enamored of this fabled trailer, the pair was inspired to open a unique hotel campground at their California facility.
The Santa Barbara Autocamp is a new concept in hotels altogether. The idea of the Airstream Hotel takes the traditional hotel and kind of flips it. And by staying in a travel trailer, you get something that you don't typically get when you stay in a hotel.
Hofmann's signature model for the Santa Barbara Autocamp is the 1964 Airstream Sovereign. The concept is brilliant in its simplicity.
You take the old trailer and the influences of the design of the inside of the old style and meld it with what we're considering a mid-century modern aesthetic, and it's taking the hotel room to a whole new standard of quality.
To get these Airstreams back into tip-top shape, Hofmann begins by gutting them entirely. But the transformation from classic beauties to boutique hotel rooms is fraught with difficulties, upgrading each unit with modern amenities without compromising the integrity of the original design.
Matthew has his awesome designs. We'll go in and gut it. Anything that's outside like this, there's no need for it anymore.
It may have good bones, but it's the Airstream's unique mirror finish that has retained its status as a universally recognized American icon. In order for Hofmann's Autocamp concept to succeed, the original luster of the Airstream's metallic shell must be flawlessly restored.
You got these old holes that they're still intact, you know, you shine them up and they look great.
Even so, the skin needs a bit of a facelift. A nip here and a tuck there, while positively transformative, are not without risk.
The challenges with working with the exterior skins of these trailers is that they can become oxidized and they'll have a dull finish. Most people want that shiny finish of an Airstream, and so we could spend upwards of 200 to 250 hours polishing it from nose to back, depending on the condition of the trailer.
Basically, our main goal is to restore them. So we're replacing the old drip edge with the new factory drip edge that's a little more fancy. It just basically protects the windows from mass amounts of rain.
In a nod to current technologies, each Airstream is outfitted with modern plumbing and contemporary amenities by environmentally aware and accredited professionals.
This is the city water, where you're going to hook up to just get your water from when you're at the park. It has a pressure reducer so that you don't get too much pressure inside the unit. We also do water filters at the faucets inside for drinking.
Along with upgraded plumbing, these Airstreams also have the latest electronics. Purists take heart. Great care is taken to ensure that the integrity of the original design work is in no way compromised.
This unit here is where all the electrical, water, and cable for the TV come in. We have a main panel, which is going to be the breakers for the unit. All the new electrical wiring that we ran all comes into here and then splits off to the rest of the trailer for all the electricity. We have the fresh water coming in and then also the cable TV coming in underneath this shelf, just so that we can use the rest of the space for our storage. This is just going to be your normal TV cable receptacle for the outside. You just hook up your cable to it and then it routes into the trailer, and then you have receptacles inside the trailer that you can hook up your TVs to.
Our concept behind designing in very old, vintage spaces is to make sure that you don't actually see the technology, which we consider very important. When you see too much clutter and technology inside of a small space, it can make it seem even smaller, and you don't appreciate the design.
Coming up, Marathon Coach gets ready for the long haul, and we mean long.
This ExtremeRv has reset the bar for us.
Volkner Mobile puts the finishing touches on its custom masterpiece, and Hofmann Architecture gets down and dirty as the Airstream Hotel Resto project reaches critical mass. We've gone global on this episode of Extreme RVs, beginning in Santa Barbara, California, where Hofmann Architecture is restoring and reimagining the iconic 1964 Airstream Sovereign as the keystone of its one-of-a-kind Autocamp boutique hotel. And in Southern California, Hofmann Architecture prepares to install key components in a 1964 Airstream at its California Autocamp.
The biggest challenge when it comes to designing a small space for a hotel is to make everything fit inside of that space.
We don't want to completely erase the idea that it's an old Airstream. We still want to keep the curvature on the inside of the trailer, and sometimes we play to that. We'll make our cabinets and our countertops curved a little bit so that you can get that same idea of the Airstream and how it's shaped.
Consider these custom kitchen cabinets as a case in point.
In the beginning, the curves of the Airstream gave us a little bit of a headache. We've gotten our task down to a science now. Everything's built out of 1/2-inch plywood and 3/4 by 1.5-inch face framing. It's called scribing. We cut a rough cut, and then we scribe it to the exact shape of the wall of the Airstream. The construction is simple because we're using the wall as part of the cabinet, and the rest of the cabinet is made up of the Airstream. It eliminates a lot of steps.
Original Airstreams were manufactured using basic flooring materials. The Hofmann Resto units are receiving a major upgrade.
When the Airstreams first came out, they came very basic with either carpet on the floor or vinyl on the floor. Now we're putting in hardwood floors.
We're working on the floor right now, replacing it with a walnut wood floor, opposed to what they used to do like when the trailer was built in like 64, it used to be vinyl and just tile or carpet.
The kitchen countertops are likewise in line for an extreme makeover.
They also came with a laminate countertop. It was almost like plywood that they laminated with something to make it look like it was something else. We're putting in Corian countertops and installing more modern fixtures. This is the custom Corian countertop that we've installed in this unit. We also have the fixtures that are going to come out of this wall. This is going to be a custom laid sink made out of Corian. We've taken the idea of using trailer and small spaces and designed our own sink that is more high-end but still works with the function of the trailer. And this is the backsplash that's going to meet up with the rear of the trailer so that it funnels the water down into the rear drain. It's very space minimalist oriented. We have to make sure that we're not overdoing how much stuff we put in each spot. If people want to prepare food on this countertop, they need kind of as much room as they can get.
The elegant simplicity of the bathroom is actually somewhat deceiving.
This one's very special because we're doing a large jacuzzi-style tub in the bathroom. We have to make sure that the floor is stable enough to hold that, along with the water system to power that tub. When we've already got the fixtures laid for the faucet, this isn't your normal everyday bathroom. This bathroom is going to be better than most people's bathroom that they have at home.
Our hallmark is a modern twist for sure. We try to stay away from old school, keep it modern but simple.
Hofmann Architecture's been pleasing devotees with the latest addition to its unique hotel. Lovingly restored and reimagined at an average cost of $60,000 plus per vintage Airstream, the luxury accommodations of the Santa Barbara Autocamp are yours to enjoy for as little as $139 per night.
What makes this trailer extreme is that there's so many parts of this that you don't see in travel trailers.
It's kind of a magical feeling for people when they get into these units. They just go, wow, this is gorgeous.
Gorgeous is right, as in completely unexpected, drop-dead gorgeous.
Here we are inside the 1964 Airstream Autocamp Sovereign, and you'll see that it's a very minimalistic, simplistic interior.
Rarely have minimalism and simplicity looked this good. The 64 Airstream Sovereign Hotel Suite features a fully functioning ultra-modern kitchen, complete with storage space, smooth top stove, convection oven, and a Corian sink that flows seamlessly into the countertop.
The sink is probably one of our signature design identities in this trailer. The faucet and lever are mounted directly into the wall. The wall is made of Corian and continues down into part of the countertop. This is a visual cue that makes it all feel like one space. Opposite the kitchen, you'll find a series of shelves. This is actually a relatively creative storage solution. When you build a full-height wall, it tends to create this closed-off feeling. So whenever we build a full-height wall, we create openness. Directly above us, you'll find a skylight. There's actually 3 of these inside the trailer. This allows a lot of light to come inside. It's a little trick that we use to make it feel bigger without actually having to change the actual shell of the trailer.
These same design notes of beauty and simplicity extend imperceptibly into the bedroom.
There's a certain movement to get away from clutter and make the design modern, and you can get inside and it instantly feels like your own home.
Reimagined for the 21st century traveler, the Airstream Hotel offers all the postmodern trappings of home.
This is a standard, about a 30-inch flat-screen TV.
The living area features energy-efficient LED lighting, some sleek new blinds, and a sleeper sofa.
We designed the Autocamp signature model to house not only 2 people, but it could sleep up to a family of 4.
The pinnacle of Hofmann's design ingenuity is realized in the elegantly appointed bathroom.
You find traditional hexagon tile on the floor. You find Carrera subway tile on the walls. These are very traditional type materials, but when you look at the fixtures like the tub, the faucets, and even the sinks, you'll find that these are all very modern designs, not something that you typically find inside of a trailer. The tub itself, you can fill it all the way. There's endless hot water. You have a tankless water heater, and you'll notice that there's a simple button on the lid of the tub. This is actually for jets. We have a jacuzzi tub inside of our suite. From the outside, you see a very traditional, polished Airstream trailer. But when you step inside the interior, you see a completely new world. It's the lap of luxury.